let me get situated. Hey, I'm Misty. Welcome. I'm going to do my first homeschool basket reveal. Bear with me as I find my words for this channel. I don't think I've ever done one. I've always wanted to. I absolutely love the basket idea, and I see a lot of morning baskets, which is how I first discovered them, and I went through a lot of working through trying to find what works for us, how to work the morning basket, or, you know, as we call it, it's just our basket, into our homeschool, because it's such a great idea. And I first got the idea from Waldock Way. You guys look her up. She doesn't know me from Adam, but she is one that I get inspiration from as far as the baskets go. And she's got a lot of good stuff. She's got a website, a lot of resources and things like that. So again, this is not in collaboration or anything. She doesn't know me from Adam. She's a big resource for me and inspiration for me. So I think you guys might get a lot out of her as well. Today is January 21st. So we're almost done with January, but I wanted to share this with y'all before it's over with, because a lot of it pertains to winter, and you could do this for February and even into March, some of this stuff, and just change up a few things. Now, I have a lot of stuff in here, and we will not get to it all, so don't feel like you have to have a ton of stuff. If you just have a few things, you know, that works too. You don't have to have this much. Let's jump right into it. This is more of the activities that I have, and then I have a basket with books in it as well. I'm still waiting on 2 books to come in from Amazon, but I didn't want to wait any longer, so I'm just going to jump right into it. So first up, we haven't got into these yet, but this is before we got snow. And we haven't had snow in a really long time, and I was like, we're going to have a snowball fight. With or without snow, we're going to have our own snowball fight. So these I got from Amazon, and they're just like huge cotton balls. And it comes, there's 30 in here. So there's plenty enough for you to have a little snowball fight, or we have a trampoline. I thought we could put them on there and bounce them up and down, or whatever. Those are from Amazon. This I've had for a couple of years now, but I also got from Amazon. We had done a unit last year on Antarctica, sorry, can't talk. Polar bears and penguins and things like that, and so this was just a cute little game to add for logic, but it's called Penguins Huddle Up. It's for 6 years plus, 2 to 4 players. It takes about 20 minutes. It comes with a board. With, let me show you how this is set up actually. It comes with a lot of different little, you know, little faux ice pieces. And you set them up all over the board. It doesn't matter how you set them up. And then you choose what color of penguin you want to be. There's red, yellow, blue, and green. And each player takes a turn and sets their penguin down all over the board. You spread them out. And so the object of the game is by taking turns and taking a move each turn, you want to eventually end up with your penguins in a huddle, because that's what they do to stay warm. These little things here on the board, those are holes in the ice. So they can, if they say they're here, they can go in the hole in the ice and come up in another hole as part of their strategy to get closer together. So that's all there is to it. It's easy setup, easy play. It's a quick game, real easy to incorporate into your morning time or your basket time. I got this, and it actually ended up not coming in until after our snow, so we didn't get to use it. But I got this off Amazon as well, and it is a build your snowman kit. So this would be its arms. So you build the snowman and then you decorate your snowman. It comes with the hat, and then this little scarf, this with a little pipe, the corn pipe, the carrot for its nose, and then the buttons. And they've got the little sticks on the back of them where you just stick them into the snowballs. So hopefully, with the way it's going for the world this winter, hopefully we'll get another snow. I can't believe, like, we're in Georgia, and we're not getting anything this time. It's all going south, like Panama City. I heard it was snowing right now. Louisiana, Texas, and all that. It's just crazy. But that's usually how it ends up for us. We just get a fluke system and get lucky and get some snow. This is a little puppet that she picked out whenever we were doing polar bears. So sometimes he, I think I got him on Amazon too. Most of this probably came from Amazon. But he does story time with us sometimes. And then this game, I mentioned Waldock Way earlier. So you can go on, I want to say it's like $3. I could be wrong on that. $3, $5, somewhere in there. It's not expensive. But it's called Sleeping Snowman. And if you've ever played Sleeping Queens, it follows the same gameplay. But it's a digital product. You go on waldockway.com and go to her shop, and I think you can just scroll down and see it. You may have to keep scrolling and scrolling, but it's called Sleeping Snowman. And I bought it, printed it, and then laminated it. It says, she suggests that you do it on cardstock. I didn't have any cardstock, so it was quite a process for me. Having the cardstock would be a lot easier, I think, because I put all of these cards in laminate, and I had to put both sheets, the back and the front, in the laminate. So then when I cut these out, the laminate didn't stick. So then I had to glue the pages together and re-laminate them. So I'm sure there was an easier way. Little Miss do everything the hard way over here. Fly by the seat of my pants. But that's what I did. And they're pretty thick though, by doing it that way. Okay, I'm gonna attempt to do a voiceover on this part because Corlin was watching a movie and I didn't realize until I went back editing that there was a song on at the time during this section of the video, and it was really loud. You could hear it pretty good for a while, and I didn't want to get a copyright. I tried to drown it out with some approved music, but it didn't quite work. So I just decided to do the voiceover. But right now I'm just showing you the cards that go with the Sleeping Snowman game. There's different characters. That is the Magician, and that's Santa Claus. And each one, that's the snowman hats, and they have different colors. But each one of these does a different thing in the game, and I'll go over what that is here in a little bit. Here is the weather cards. Those are the Sleeping Snowman cards. They're in different colors as well. That is the number cards with the snowflakes on it. The Sleeping Snowman game play is, I had said earlier, it's the same as the Sleeping Queens game. If you guys have played that before, we had not played it before we played this game. But you place all 12 of the snowmen face down on the table. They will be sleeping, and then you deal 5 cards to each player. You can discard number cards 1 at a time, 2 at a time by matching numbers, or 3 at a time by doing a math problem. You draw the number of cards you discard, so replenish your hand back to the original 5 dealt. Alright, so specialty cards, the ones that you just saw here on the screen, they take action upon being discarded. The hat wakes up the snowman. The magician steals the hat and puts the snowman back to sleep. The Santa Claus stops the magician from putting a snowman back to sleep. The white rabbit steals the snowman from another player. The kid stops the rabbit from stealing a snowman from you. The weather can be unpredictable. Discard this card and flip the top card of the deck. If it is a face card, you keep it. If it is a number card, start counting with yourself. And whoever the number of the card lands on gets to wake up a snowman. The black snowman wakes up another snowman when he awakes. Alright, so we're going to get back to this. It looks like I'm putting this game away and moving on to the next thing. Alright. We have a 3D polar bear puzzle. Again from Amazon. Says for ages 12 plus, it has 40 pieces. Penguins. Great for sensory of all ages. She hasn't played with Play-Doh in a long time, but she likes slime. So I thought I would put this in like a little tray and maybe give her some slime or Play-Doh or something and let her play with the little polar bears and the penguins. And there's a lot of different ones. I don't know what this is called actually. It's a snow something, I can't remember. Oh. But yeah, it has all these different ones. And you can incorporate a book on penguins, learning the different types of penguins. We did that last year. Dove a little deeper into it and she really enjoyed it. These guys. There's one swimming. Again, these all came from Amazon as well. There's a little baby one. Y'all can see that. And a bitty bitty baby one. And this little igloo. I don't have batteries in it right now, but oh nope, it is lighting up. So that could go in the sensory bin with it, with the rest of it. And if you've never played this, this one's actually the Frozen 2, Disney's Frozen 2 spotted. So if you've never played this, you lay out 2 cards, and the first one to find a match on both cards, like, let's see which one it is on this one. So on this one, it is this guy and this guy. So every 2 cards will have its own match. And the first person to see it and call it out gets the cards. And at the end, you count up your cards, and whoever has the most wins. National Braille Day is in January. So I got this little Braille board again on Amazon, and we're not gonna hardcore try to learn every single letter or anything like that, but we're just gonna play around with it and get a feel for it, close our eyes, and just, you know, feel what it would be like to not be able to see and learn to read. But I have a book that goes along with that too, about Lewis Braille and Helen Keller. And these are going to be the book activities and the read alouds. So would you rather, the winter edition, book for kids, 300 plus cool and funny questions, 75 blank spaces where you can create your own. Okay, so it has some already made for you, and then they can create their own as well. Okay, and then for Madeline's little extra language arts fun, we got the Disney Olaf's Frozen Adventure Mad Libs. Let's see, I'm coming across some more activities. So I got her 2 coloring books to color in while we're doing our read aloud. One is Snowflakes coloring book, and this shows you on the back the different prints. But it gives you an opportunity to color it and also draw it for each one. And there's some really pretty ones in here. I could really get creative with those and get some drawing practice in. The other one is Snowman coloring book, and that's the pictures that's in it. This kind of reminded me of Usborne's books, where you can, the Shine a Light books, where you can shine a light on the black page and see through it, see little hidden pictures. Okay, this one's not like that, but I had to try it. That's what I think of every time I see that dark page. I have a winter journal. It's a nature journal, but it has trees in the winter. We have sleeping trees. It talks about winter dormancy. Has my winter tree observations. winter sleep. Has a journal page for that. Beneath the Snow. Has winter birds. Talks about the birds stay warm in the winter and their winter homes. Common snowflake shapes. Why no two snowflakes are alike. Winter night sky. And then it has the My Constellation chart for them to draw. Foraging in the winter woods. The journal or the nature study. It has resources for it. The winter sky, wintry weather, every one of them that we talked about. And then our other study is Who Was Wilson Bentley? And if you don't know, he photographed snowflakes. And this one I got, this was actually free at the time. I just recently got this on the Waldock Way website. So she's offering this as a free download right now. And I absolutely love her her unit studies. Like this one has, so you open it up and she right off the bat gives you YouTube resources, craft resources, and then additional resources, a coloring page of Wilson Bentley, and then for the younger ones can do the tracing activity and the older ones can do the copy work. And it has it in print and cursive for the older ones. There's a page, a biography of Wilson Bentley, so you can go in and fill in his name, his date of birth, his date of death, and what he was known for. There's a timeline of Wilson Bentley and space for them to fill that out, so a little research and writing. There's a compare and contrast yourself and Wilson Bentley page. Oops, pulling it apart. It talks about the snowflake cycle, the snowflake life cycle, snowflake anatomy. That's really interesting. I've never even thought about the different parts of a snowflake having a name. You get to label the snowflake. You get to learn about the types of snowflakes. There's a few snowflake facts and a word search in there as well. So lots of fun there. There it is. I got I think it's two books to go along with Snowflake Bentley. Here it is. One is Snowflake Bentley. And one is Snowflakes in Photographs, W.A. Bentley. And it just shows pictures of his photographs, which is really cool. For the winter nature study, we got Over and Under the Snow. The Story of Snow. And this can go with Snowflake Bentley as well, but it can all kind of intertwine. The Science of Winter's Wonder by Mark Cassino. Okay, so I think those are like the ones that I got specifically to go with that. But again, they can all go with it. And I have more snow books and everything in there. So The inauguration was on the 20th. So I found, it's for ages 8 to 12. Learning facts and coloring fun. And there's just different, it has President Trump in it. And it tells about how the inauguration goes, things that take place during an inauguration, and has pages to color. I also found this, I thought this would be really cute for really any time. For now, when you're learning about the presidents or history or anything. It's called If I Were a President Journal. Even for writing practice. Like this one says, scrap book page. Cut and paste election information or any other things you want to put here. It's like a scrap page. And then it has like, if I lived in the White House, my room in the White House would look like, and you can describe it. And it just has different things like that. It's full of different writing opportunities. I thought that'd be really fun. Alright, so now I'm just going to go through the books as I pull them. Polar bears and penguins. A pretty cool introduction to the Arctic and the Antarctic. Tells you all about penguins and polar bears, Antarctic ice shelves, all kinds of information packed in this book. This is used to be Usborne. It's now Paper Pop. It's called The Secrets of Winter. This is a shine a light book that I was talking about earlier. If you have not seen these, I absolutely love these books. My child is 10 and she still loves this book. So you have like the regular reading, okay, the regular page. So this page being the dark page, I don't know if I can get it to do it. I don't have a flashlight, but you can even hold it up to the light. I don't know if y'all can see it or not, but it shows hidden little treasures in this page. Let me see if I can do it. My light's not bright enough, but it does. I promise it does. Alright, so I got 10 on a sled. There was a cold lady who swallowed some snow. Every month is a new year. This isn't quite what I thought it was going to be. It's a poem book, but it's still really cool. It talks about different countries.
Mom, the sky is purple!
Oh, wow. It talks about each country. Like this one is for New York City, Midnight Ball Drop. And it just has a little poem that goes along with it. Russia, 2 New Years. Those were for January. And then February, Chinese New Year. A poem called Dragon Dance. And so on. So I thought that would be really cool. And then I got Journey. It's based on the true story of OR7, the most famous wolf in the West. It follows a wolf that was tagged. They followed his journey. It's a really, really cool story. And then for Popcorn Day, January 19th, we got a book about Popcorn Day.
You are so good.
Louis Burrell,
Let me let the salt off for you. Since nobody. Yes, I'm also
10 Ways to Hear Snow. Thurgood Marshall, because we have Martin Luther King Day this month, so we're diving into the civil rights movement a little bit. How to Catch a Yeti. Barn in Winter. This one's actually a board book. The Pokey Little Puppy's Wonderful Day. This was from the Chick-fil-A kids meals at one point or another. It's Stories of Evergreen Hills. This one is called The New Neighbor. George Washington Carver. He has a day in January. The Dream March. This one's a Step into Reading Level 3. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. in the March on Washington. Brave Little Ruby from The Good and the Beautiful. Helen Keller from The Good and the Beautiful. Who was Martin Luther King Jr.? I got this from Amazon. And the Waldock Way actually has Who Was Unit Studies, and she has one on Martin Luther King Jr. too that you can print and do. I want to say they're like $5 a piece, and sometimes if you buy so many, you get the next one free. From the What Is series, what is the civil rights movement? Alright, we have a couple of Magic Treehouse, Merlin Missions, Eve of the Emperor Penguin, and this one has a fact tracker, Magic Treehouse fact tracker. Penguins in the Antarctic. It's just, you know, a lot of facts and stuff that goes along with the book. And if you wanted to go even further, Waldock Way also has, I can't remember exactly what all they are, but Passport, I think is what it's called on her website. It's unit studies that go along with the Magic Treehouse studies or books. This one is Polar Bears Past Bedtime. We got the Magic Treehouse fact tracker. Polar Bears in the Arctic. Mr. Popper's Penguins. And I have two more books. This one is Amazing Facts About Winter. This is really cool. It's like the Flamingo Hats of Austria. We read one of these a day in our morning time. The Polar Night of, I can't even say it, Spellbard. But it's just different little facts about different places, different countries in the winter time. It's really cool. Children's Winter Poems, Winter Whispers. Just real short little poems. Doesn't take long at all. Great for morning time. And it has the pretty pictures and everything in it. But that is all for my January basket. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I will have more baskets. My goal, I can't say 100% this is gonna happen. I'm trying to get my life together. I'm trying to get organized. I want to start doing my homeschool videos on either Thursdays or Fridays. But right now it's just when I can sit down and do it. But that is my goal, to start doing that, and then do like a regular homemaking, decorating, whatever video for Sunday. So that is my goal right now. Let me know in the comments if you guys like this sort of content. Right now, this is how I'm going to do it. If I get a lot of interest to the point that I need to put it on a different channel and separate the two, I will. But right now, I'm going to do one day homeschool and one day homemaking. So anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you on the next one.